up, babies? Live in shame. Did you open anything? Yeah. What's up, baby? It's your boy, him, Tremayne Labs. That guy, also known as Alfredo Applebaum. I had Alfredo for dinner.
Double A's.
Double A. Big double A out here. Hey, it's a show about game people who play them. I already did that. Damn.
Was it apple bomb or apple bottom?
You know, both.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say it's both.
Live in shame.
Oh. Damn.
Remember, he was double A's. That's why he repeated
I'm
himself
freezing
twice.
because that was
2 times.
ice.
You,
I'm
dog?
I'm on it.
I
You
missed
up?
it. Damn it.
What?
I said I'm
He
freezing.
can't do it again because that'd be triple A's.
I said I'm freezing because that was ice, and then I missed the great comment from Ron instead of my stupid ass voice talking.
Damn.
Oh man, it's
Sorry.
okay.
Women
We're
doing
fine.
it again.
Where's Drew?
The boy ain't here. That's why it's real fucking loose right now. God damn.
Lucy Goosey.
You didn't have a can to open. I want that to go on record. That's why he has to live in shame. He's on punishment.
Okay, we get it.
Okay.
Move
fine,
on.
fine, fine.
He's channeling his inner Drew.
Yeah.
I wanted to get the point going.
He's gonna go home and think about this for the next 6 days.
It's come back stronger.
Yeah, we'll do it again.
I'll come back
Be
stronger. Yes.
He'll find a way to make you open a can on accident.
But this week I ain't did much. Got my ass whooped Saturday at League. Just a thought.
Okay.
Zorart, not for your boy.
Okay.
Oh man,
My heart
I know.
broken.
I know.
Went Dookie and Dookie all day. Dookie.
You're just not coming up against the good decks, dude. Or
It's
the
not-
wrong decks.
It's not for me. We hit the ground. I got back in the lab. Got back in the kitchen.
It's
put on
good
my
to find
apron.
out. It's good to find out early on.
Oh yeah.
For sure. Put my
Yeah.
chef back at home.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking Iona. Iona feel it was fun.
Okay.
It's just Maridon again. It's a bunch of electric generator and a
it's
bunch of
very-
energies.
yeah.
Oh, I actually have played that deck and it is very fun.
Yeah, it's super fun.
Yeah.
You know,
Electric generator is fun.
I
Wait,
think
you
I'll
can
be
comment
okay.
on Pokemon stuff.
Occasionally.
Oh, snap.
All right, I gotta up.
You
got
come
cute
back.
Pokemon. Got cute
I gotta
Pokemon.
up my game.
Come back, big dog.
In fairness, I don't want to act like I know what I'm doing. I've played it twice.
It's probably
Oh,
the
fuck.
easiest deck ever to play.
Yes.
Attached.
It is
Attach
very
and swing.
straightforward.
Right.
Electric generator, swing. Iron hands, swing.
Swing.
Yeah.
Maridon,
Swing.
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 You
Yeah.
gonna have the energies is not your problem.
Yeah, no.
You ready?
It's-
You switch in there too?
Yes.
Mine
You
have
know
that.
what?
Mine
You know
have
what you should run?
Mine-
Poppy.
I like Poppy. I just found out about Poppy recently.
I bought 3 or
I bought-
rares when they were like $1 because
Mhm.
I'm like, these things are good. These are going to be good.
Yeah.
Next format.
Yeah.
Because
I
Belly
would-
Bolt, you can literally just move the 2 energies to Belly Bolt from your
Yeah.
hand and then poppy them off to somebody else and then
Yeah.
attach for turn.
I saw people running them in the Japan
fucking dope.
Japan
Yeah.
list for.
I was ahead of the
for
game.
hydrating.
Yes.
Were you ahead of the game with Thornton though?
No.
Nobody was really.
No,
That-
everybody was
who
late to that game.
Who's was that Tor? Did Tor do the Thornton out of nowhere?
I don't know.
Anyway,
If somebody's going to do it, it's Tor. Tor do the Thornton.
Tor be Thornton.
Tor be Thornton. Okay. Anyways.
But big
So you
dog.
got spanked on Saturday. That's all you did?
Man,
What a week!
honestly, I mean, all I've done is play W2K25
How's that?
and more block. It's still a good time, man.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I've got way deeper into creation. The island fucking sucks. It was the worst idea
Oh,
they've
so it
ever
still sucks?
So here's what I learned last night because I got on there because they
Does it actually
incorporated-
work now, though?
It
or-
works.
Okay, good.
Okay.
but they incorporated like name brand things in. Like you can get a pair of Jordans in there
Oh.
instead of just like regular boots. And I was
We're not going to
Yeah.
sell out to the highest
there.
bidder.
yeah, I was
Who
there.
would do that?
We would never.
We would
I
never.
would.
Okay. Corporate
So
sponsors.
yeah, I was like,
Which
I put
shades,
it-
which Jordans did you get?
it was the AF ones.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
Every
fair.
a classic every time.
Yeah, I got it.
Got it.
I'm more of a 12s guy.
Really?
Yeah, flu game.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair. So I was like, look,
I wear Vans.
I gotta cop a AF1 real quick.
Yeah.
$5.
It was okay. So it's $20 for the amount of
Here we go.
The amount of VC I got was 20. It was 67,000.
Okay.
The shoes cost 18,000.
Jeez.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was more
It was-
like $7 for that pair of
I mean,
fake
honestly,
shoes.
yeah.
Okay.
Which I mean, if it was in real life, steal.
Oh.
Right, yeah.
If only we could get the digital things out of the machine.
Exactly.
Yeah, very
We need to work on
Tron.
that meta.
Yeah.
So I got 2 pairs.
Don't let them do it.
It's fair.
No.
I mean,
Jeff
if anybody-
Bridges?
Got 2 pairs.
Okay.
So I was thinking they would carry over. Obviously, they would make a counterpart, male,
Yeah.
female. I just bought
Oh,
one.
no.
You gotta buy 2.
Oh, no.
Oh, that sucks.
And I was like, oh, so I'm never playing it. Got it. I was like, that's unacceptable.
Oh,
You can't make
so
a
bad.
thing that incorporates itself, but 2 different. I was like, nah,
Nah, that's frustrating as hell.
I'm done.
That kind of shit pisses
Man,
me. How much
it's-
was the game? $60? 80,
$69.99.
That's outrageous.
Ouch.
$69.99. All the fake shoes should be free.
Right.
Well, like I get microtransactions. I'm a 2K dude. I get it. This ain't my first rodeo in microtransactions. But like, if I buy something in 2K once, it's there.
Yeah.
Just because it's a male female,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's unnecessary. They still
That's
shoes.
a little ridiculous.
That's
yeah.
a little dumb.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's the same mode. It's not like it's 2 different modes.
Sounds sexist.
Right.
Girls can't wear guy shoes.
You did, dog.
Well, then I've been doing it wrong.
But I took up a lot of time. Ron, what's going on with you, big dog?
Not too much, Ron, a.k.a. Hops Smash.
Fuck you.
Tremayne hated that.
I didn't play Tremayne this weekend. Otherwise, you probably
Lucky
would've.
for
I would've
Tremayne.
lost. Yeah, you would have lost.
You would have lost.
It's almost like I didn't play you because you were doing very well.
Right, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Was it?
Huh.
I chose to do one of the new trainer decks in Pokemon. It's a Hops deck,
Yeah, I
so
can't-
it's
I can't do
using
2K in my brain.
Hopsation and some other things that are basically ramping up damage and then poking the bench. But the problem with it is that it's like all 4 games I played and won all 4. I had 3 of the 4 pieces every single time.
Yeah.
Like to start it. So like
Yeah.
I was always hitting 90 to the active, 30 to the bench every single time. So like that's good.
Yeah.
Like that's very consistent. It's very easy to get that going. And like the pressure you're applying is
Immediate. Yeah.
So like and everybody I played had 60 and 70 hit point things on the bench. So I was just
2 turns. They're
2
wiped.
turns,
Yep.
I'm wiping this, and then
Ouch.
the hardest game I played was Brock, of course. But I kept I just got bosses. I was gusting. Iron Bundle, he had one of his Mimikyus was prized, so he couldn't double Mimikyu me, so I just kept bundling him. Nice
Yeah.
stretcher bundle, nice stretcher bundle, and it kept pushing his Mimikyu back out of the active. He's like, God damn it! Whatever. I lucked out on that one. But yeah, man, it felt so good. But again, this deck's only going to be like really good until Shaman comes out. Then it's fucked.
Yeah.
Because then you don't have any bench, or then they have bench protection against all the little baby stuff.
Can't wait till that happens.
So
Maybe in Zor I can get another chance when the protection come up.
yeah. So I was super happy with that. I came in first. I went 3-0, and then rematched for a 4th. That was fun. But it was good. Don't be mad.
I'm not
I
mad.
would be happy for
I'm
you
not
if
mad.
you did one.
Tremayne, you won 2 weeks ago.
No, I did.
Oh,
The fuck?
3 weeks ago.
No.
4 weeks ago.
5
weeks.
Pre-releases don't count.
Pre-releases
You've
don't count.
won before at some
And we
point.
tied that day, by the way.
You see my point.
Right, yeah. We drew. Drew? Mountain Drew Code Blast? What? Code Red? Blast?
Code
Code
Blast.
Baja?
What
Code
the fuck
Blast?
is a cold blast?
What?
I
Ron,
don't want to know.
Josh, a.k.a. the new and improved Mountain Drew Baja Blastier.
Damn.
Oh! That's a banger name, dog.
Baja Blastier!
He up.
Even more Baja Blasty
Man.
than you.
Damn. See, it was funny until he said, and then you. Now it's targeted.
Yeah.
Now it's targeted. Now it's coming
Not
from
the-
animosity.
Golly.
The you was general.
And of course, I played more Star Wars, and I played a bunch of Ori in the Will of the Wisps this week, and I got to the point where it made me cry.
Oh,
So,
right.
I was like, sitting there at like 6 o'clock in the morning before work started, just like,
What a way to start my day.
Just sobbing.
yeah,
First call had to be excited.
it was, yeah. Ron, are you okay? We got the owl. It was so young.
It's time to call the people that take him away.
Right. Yes. Anyways, it was good. It was good. Yeah, and I don't know. I just got off Dathomir on
Okay.
whatever, so
Okay.
I don't know how far that is.
Well, did you go to Dathomir?
This
Already.
was my first time.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
So like as a quest, or you just were like, I'm gonna go there.
No, that was there as the quest. line.
Okay. Then yeah, you're okay. Yeah, you're a fair amount in.
Yeah, I just I battled the giant bat
Did you
thing.
meet my girl,
Yes, the witch lady.
Mhm.
What's her name?
Marin?
Marin.
I was a big
I
fan.
thought, yeah. No, I think she's dope. I don't like her name. Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I was about to be like, all right, fine. I'm leaving. Bye.
No, her art is way she was way cooler than the guy. Anyways,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was lame.
Yes.
I'm not there yet.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
sorry.
fuck.
Oh, it's okay.
Well, I mean, I
The
didn't
game
spoil
is,
anything.
the
We
game
just
is 6
people.
years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we referred to it as the girl and the guy and the bat thing.
Yeah.
So like,
The
spoiled
girl
enough.
and the
Yeah.
guy and the bat thing. Girl and the guy in the bed thing.
That's me.
Josh, my AK was already ruined. So
I get
He
Eddie.
might as well be.
I might as well be Drew today. Yeah, so I played a fair amount of Lorcana this week.
Nice.
I got to play
Back in the action.
Yes, I didn't play yesterday. I didn't get to play organized play yesterday. But I had a testing partner come over on Wednesday, and I was playing my blue purple deck, my Mr. Blurple.
Mr. Blood.
Mr. Blurple, yeah. So I was playing against him and wrecking him. Like 10 games in a row.
Was he playing? Just all kinds of things.
He was testing out different stuff.
Okay.
And we got to the end of the playing session. He's like, I'm gonna play that deck. He's like,
Yours?
yeah, mine.
Nice.
He's like, send me the exact list. And so him and I are now fine tuning it
Nice.
and doing certain things with that. So
That's awesome.
it's been cool. Yeah, I love it. I'm having a good time. I've still since last podcast, I've still only lost 3 games
Nice.
with it
Nice.
total.
Nice.
So it's wrecking right now. Yeah, it's good. It's like-
56 and 3.
yeah, basically like
Yeah.
50 something and 3.
So I'm curious. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm very sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm just curious. So did you use like any of the previous existing blurples that performed well and modify?
There are
Like I'm just curious, like how you like if it's a
what's the bones?
if it's a complete
there's
homebrew, like where did you?
well, I mean, homebrew is a interesting
I'm just-
word for a game that has 7 sets,
That's
right?
fair.
Like
Right, yeah.
45 of the cards are gonna be the exact same
Right, yeah.
in every
Sure.
Blurple deck,
Yeah.
right?
Sure.
But
And if they're not, then it doesn't function the way it's supposed to function.
exactly,
That's true.
Yeah.
it
It's a
just,
reason they're there.
yeah.
I was
And
just curious
I'm
if you had
still
a
making it to
foundation.
be a competitive deck,
Yeah.
so it has to have those in there.
Right.
It
Oh, of
can't just
course.
be some off the wall thing.
Yeah.
But I will say things that like people aren't playing, like the new Donald Duck. There's a card called Donald Duck Flustered Sorcerer. It forces your opponent to get 25 lore to win.
Yeah, that makes
Oh,
sense.
shit.
Oh.
That's,
But like if they're at 21 or 20
yeah.
and they remove it, they
Oh,
win,
it goes down.
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
Gotcha.
But it's a big body,
Yeah.
so it's hard
Yeah.
to remove, and it forces them to get to 25. So like there's been games that I'm playing against like aggro decks where they'll be at 18 with a couple people on the board, and I have this
Yeah.
whole board developed as well, and I'll just put that down. And there's
Right, yeah.
literally they quested 23,
Right,
and then
yeah.
the next turn I win.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Right, because I only got to get to 20.
Yeah. It's
So-
just like a one-turn stall.
Exactly. Yeah. So that
It's a
card
great
is,
tech.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It's cool. It's won me a lot of games actually because people just don't know what to do with it right now. So.
I mean, he took it back out. He's definitely not
I'm
playing
not
it
playing
anymore.
it.
You're not
Don't
playing
put it in your
No,
deck.
don't do
Don't
it.
take that good idea.
Yeah, no, I traded like 4 cards for an enchanted version of it, so I'm gonna play it actually.
Damn.
Don't.
I want to see what that looks like.
Yeah, it's cool. It's very cool. So
It's
yeah.
up on your screen. No, I'm not doing it.
Played that.
Look it up.
Did
yourself.
not get to play Fallen Order this week, but I did get to play Balatro, and I made it very far in one run. I sent you guys a screenshot of that. It was cool. Like it was just fun. Everything kind of like clicked and popped, like how the jokers popped at the exact right time. So it was fun. Yeah, it was cool. So yep, good
Nice.
week.
Nice. All right. Cool.
Happy week.
Happy week. I had a very happy week. I started a new job today.
Oh, hell yeah,
Yeah, I took over as the
Yeah.
I took over as the head coach at a CrossFit gym called RTC near where I live. So it's cool, man. I'm enjoying it. Having a good time. Yep.
Awesome. Rachel, I'm gonna throw it back for the AKA
There you go.
Master Baser.
Master baser.
Okay, chill,
Throw it
dog.
back for the master baser.
Chill, dogs. Stop saying it so quick, or you're gonna fuck up.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
That's a MySpace photo caption from
Gotcha.
like 2007.
Oh shit.
Was there a bass involved?
I don't know. Yes, that's my primary instrument.
Okay.
Um,
Slap it up your ass, man.
mhm.
Who was your top 10?
What?
Top
man.
10. How about just top 1?
Top 8, and then I would get real.
Oh, top
bitchy.
10
10
on my
friends,
Oh,
yeah.
gotcha.
Well, then
I
I
thought you
try
were
to
talking
go
about
real
bases.
dick and make it.
Who are your top
4.
10 bassists of all time? Go.
You got really
Explain
cutthroat to be
why.
in the circle. That's wild.
Yeah, I was petty. I still am.
Petty is what drives us.
Petty is
I
what
honestly
binds us.
probably could recall my last top 4 if I really tried, but I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Dude, well, you can't be out here.
No, I can't do that. This week I have played exclusively Dreamlight Valley.
You are
Deep in
loving
the
it.
valley.
I am having such a good time.
I did watch some
Valley.
gameplay of it. It looks good.
It's super cool. Yeah.
Can I tell y'all something?
Yeah.
Let me clip real quick.
Yeah.
This is my toxic trait. I'm not a Disney guy like y'all.
Okay.
What's wrong with you?
A lot.
Okay,
I see doctors.
that makes sense.
Many doctors.
It was immediately too much Goofy for me.
Oh.
Goofy talked for a long time.
Why?
I will level with you.
This guy plays a Star Wars game and hates lightsabers.
Lightsabers.
Plays a Disney game and hates
Hates
Goofy.
Goofy.
I was
Okay.
never a Goofy guy in general. If it
You
was-
play Pokemon and you're like, if I see one
If-
more fucking Pikachu.
dog, well, you know,
Well, Pikachu
there
is
was
pain
a
in
time.
the ass.
There is a pain in the ass. If that game would have started with maybe any other character, a whole different story.
Goofy is
I will
a
admit
classic.
2 things. One, he becomes
Villainous.
no,
Oh.
far less annoying because his storyline is like you do something with him and then you do like the mandatory things and then he just fucks off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you
Well,
only
I'm going
interact with him
fishing.
when you have to. Yeah. Yes, keep that in the front pocket for sure.
It's installed still, so I'll probably just.
I also don't play the game very loudly. Like the
Oh,
volume is
gotcha,
not.
yeah,
The volume
Yeah.
is not cranked on that game.
Yeah.
I don't hear him.
Yeah, so I'm not hearing him when he comes up to me. Oh, hey, Rachel.
Man, that shit.
How you doing, Max?
You know, in hindsight, this is how I play Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is the podcast game for me,
Okay.
so I'll like put on a podcast
Yeah.
and just fucking.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
do
need to
not-
know anything about.
You don't need the ambient
You do
noise
not
or anything.
need any of the noise.
Yeah.
Like, honest to God, Sammy just turns the volume off.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right.
Like, if you're super into the characters and that part
Right,
is
yeah.
like fun for you,
And
great.
you enjoy
You-
Goofy's voice.
You
Is
do-
it pretty obnoxious though? Otherwise,
It can.
It's a
it,
little.
It
I feel
can
like
be.
it.
It can.
I'm not
like,
asking you.
some
okay?
of the.
Honestly, Mr. Hater
Shut
of
down.
Mr. Hater of the central part of the game.
I didn't say that.
Come back to me when you have kids and you've watched 45 hours of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Yeah.
All right?
I've been playing WWE 225,
Okay.
but I hate the people's elbow.
It is. Hold on.
All right, here we
You
go.
started that.
Here we go.
You
Here
opened
we
this
go.
can of worms.
We're going back to racing,
I don't
guys,
like-
by the way.
That's fair. My bad.
We're done.
We'll come back to it.
Okay.
That's fine.
How's it going? How's Starlight Valley going?
Starlight? You mean Dreamlight?
Dreamlight, man.
You
I
fake
haven't
fan.
been playing.
Fake fan.
Let's wrestle.
Dat fan.
Move the table.
Oh, God. Please don't.
Whole show
So,
changes.
Anyways, so you're deep in that.
I'm deep in that. And overall, the character interactions can be really fun.
Okay.
Like your favorite, like if you do have Disney characters that you particularly enjoy, those interactions can be funny and clever
Yeah.
and fun.
Yeah.
If there are some that just don't do it for you, like I mean, I've ignored some friendship quests for a long time.
Sure. Sure.
Is it open world
Who would it be?
style? Or?
No, so you
Okay.
have to. So when you land in there, you land in like everything's called biomes. So you unlock different biomes,
Yeah.
and they all have different like. One is a beach, one is a meadow, one is ice.
Yeah.
Like, and so you can see where I'm going
Yes.
with this,
Right,
like where
yeah.
different characters might
Right, yeah.
appear and
Gotcha.
live, etc.
She's been avoiding Elsa at the beach.
Elsa's territory is a little expensive to get into.
Ooh,
I
it would be.
That
I-
sounds
'cause you,
frozen.
when I say when I say expensive, you acquire Dreamlight through doing tasks,
Yeah.
and you open these.
Gotcha.
More space.
Yeah, you open more spaces
Gotcha.
by completing the tasks, etc. So
I'm gonna let that one go.
Wait till that thought.
Like that one.
Let that one go.
Let that one go.
Let that
Ha.
The
We
thing
need Drew
is-
here.
The thing is,
Yeah.
yeah. Do we for that?
Let it go!
So I told you guys about the journal entries.
Yes.
By the way, poor Drew. I mean, the first like half hour of our podcast last week was just roasting him. Roasting his AKA, roasting him not playing the horror game the right way. He was getting hot ticketed, bro.
He was.
It was bad. And now, he ain't here to defend himself. And he's getting roasted again. Drew, we love you.
We love you.
You know we love you. Don't even be like that.
He shouldn't feel too neglected. I was on the phone with him for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
So what's the picture you took that you wanted to show us?
I told you guys about these journal entries that you collect, right? And
Yes.
they're all in kind of like this cryptic writing that you can't read, but it has a caption at the bottom. And everything's fragmented, and you find them as you explore new territory and stuff like that. You remember I told you there was one that ripped my fucking heart out?
Read it to us.
Let her cook.
I fell asleep under a tree. When I woke up, I couldn't move. Purple vines had grown around and over me. Their thorns cut me, but they could not cut me as painfully as loneliness, so I pulled myself free.
What the?
Fucking owie.
I mean, do children play this game? Or
Hey, man. Maya
Owie.
Angelou.
They won't feel it the same way.
That
but yes,
versus
they
Maya
will.
Angelou, dog?
Toni Morrison.
Dog? Don't got a chance compared to Dreamlight Valley. I said it.
So
Dang.
the story is very interesting. I'm starting to get into like some of the real, like, oh, this is why I'm here.
Right.
This is why this is why I'm trapped. These are why not trapped. This is why the people were trapped
Right,
in different
yeah.
realms. Like,
So how many hours have we put into the game?
I didn't look before I left, but it was 30 hours last week,
Yeah.
so probably closer to 45.
45. Wow, that's good. That's a good game. I
That's-
mean, if you're that deep into it and you're
Yeah.
still
I have
Less than half.
I haven't even touched Assassin's Creed Shadows, which I pre-ordered.
Right.
Wow.
Dang.
that is
That's how you know that's a
that
banger.
is so funny.
I haven't touched it. Like, I started it, I played it for that one.
For this game that you were like, I'm just gonna,
Yeah.
I just needed something
ain't
after
shit.
Star Wars because
Gotta decompress.
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
decompress.
And now I'm like, there's so much to do.
You're sobbing over your fucking.
Just you have a
Tears
note.
on
You
my
have-
Steam
Assassin's
Deck.
Creed Shadow, like, hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Bye.
hey,
Put you on the shelf.
I'm like, no, bye, see ya. But
I was
yeah,
kind of expensive.
yeah. I was kind of expensive. You want to play me? No, nope. This $30 game is
No, I'm gonna play this.
perfect. Thank
More
you.
goofy.
Yeah, more and more goofy explicitly. Yeah.
More goofy. More goofy.
Goofy. So it's a $30 game, huh?
Well, it was on sale for the Steam sale, so
Oh.
I think it's normally 40,
Gotcha.
but it's not.
It's like
Included in Game Pass.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's accessible.
Yeah.
It is.
That's hell.
But
That's all I got.
I know that I personally want to play the new one that comes out tomorrow, midnight, whatever.
Oh, South of Midnight?
South of Midnight.
South of Midnight. Yes.
Yes, I have that.
Oh, that
in
do
my,
come out
I'm not.
tomorrow.
I'm still gonna pay for it, but I'm probably not gonna play it immediately.
I thought about getting the early access because it
Yeah.
is available early access. I
Yeah.
thought about it, but then it's the 7th.
If I was done with Fallen Order, I'd probably because I think I'm gonna go Fallen Order and then that
Mhm.
because it had just come out, and then I'll go back to Survivor.
Yeah.
So it's
Just to
safe
take
say,
just to
we'll probably
a
all
little.
talk about
I'm taking a break from swinging a lightsaber. Need to take a break.
Because you know you need to take a break.
You
from
got
that.
to.
You have to.
To be fair, it is getting a little.
It's still
right? Like I wasn't a dick. It's a lot.
No, I think my
Immediately.
problem with it right now is there's so many fucking abilities.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know what to use
forget
when, so
how
I'm
to
just
use it.
spamming X and Y.
I know.
Like I just
know.
spam X and Y. Like I'm not like I have all of this power, and they're like, oh, you're near a cliff.
There's so
Push.
many things.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything I could be doing. Just spam.
It's kind of
That is one of the downfalls of that game, I will
Yeah.
admit, is that like the skill tree just becomes
It's too big.
It's
It's too
overwhelming.
much, yeah.
And then you're just like, I know how to. I ran that game with like 5 key powers,
right. Yeah.
and was just like lightsaber, force grab, stab you, throw you, like that. That's it.
Right. Yeah.
Like those are my main things.
Yeah.
Other than and I did a lot of throwing. My
she did the
lightsaber.
grabby stabby.
grabby
grabby,
stabby.
stabby. Oh, and ping pong of blaster bolts.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Pew, 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 pew. Yep.
I think that's a general problem with like skill trees now. Like Dragon Age Velgar had the same problem. You know how fucking big the skill tree of Dragon Age Velgar is so big, and you aren't gonna use none of them shits.
I know.
Because I started playing on the hardest difficulty. Skill tree pretty large,
Mm-hmm.
heavy. attack,
Mhm.
light attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if you Diablo 3'd that shit and your skill tree was 4 things, then people bitch, why are there only 4 fucking
Yeah.
things?
Well, that's why.
Give me things, give me more.
Yeah.
You know?
One of the games.
It's a given.
It lets you
Yeah, that's
customize
true.
more for those that want to customize more. But yes, but in all fairness,
I mean, there
you're using
probably
10%
are people who
of
are
it.
using the full tree.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure, for sure. The
Min-maxing.
Horizon games do a really nice job of letting you truly maximize a skill tree because it's less about ability and more about like generally becoming beefier
Right,
in what
yeah.
you do and like
Yeah.
more accurate in your shots.
Right.
And like it's very similar to some of the stuff you see in the Tomb Raider, like the new Tomb Raider games.
Okay.
You know, like Laura's ability to hold the bow longer, right?
Gotcha.
It continues to grow. Like
Increase Laura's bicep size.
Well, the other thing is like as you're increasing the tree and you're getting these better abilities, like the ones that you started with just become like obscure, like just
Right.
not necessary, basically.
yeah.
All right,
Every
very
time.
cool.
So, my
So,
people,
What
news.
happened April 2nd? What happened on April 2nd?
Oh,
Nobody knows, I don't think.
I haven't heard.
Nobody's talked about it.
It's not a big deal or nothing. Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh!
A lot of stuff.
Wait, it's out?
Man, soon.
How expensive is it?
Nobody knows.
It is up in the air.
Yeah, it is up in the air.
So 450 price
We
drop,
know what they
right?
wanted it to be.
450.
They want it to
Yes.
be
They want it
450.
to be 450.
That's what they want it to be.
Which I'm on this. I might be devil's advocate. I think it's a fair price.
I'm wearing.
No,
I'm actually.
I
with
think
you.
it's a fair price too. But for
This
the
is-
sake
this
of my
is gonna-
daughter, it's too expensive.
This is going to be devil's advocate. I actually, even with like a possible price increase, I think 500 is not too much either.
I don't think it is either.
I thought about something that, and I'm not a PC player, so you can tell me I'm fucking a lunatic if you want, and
Yeah.
I'll be okay with
Probably
it.
not.
But I started thinking, like, and I don't think about numbers, so this like sent me down a fucking rabbit hole.
Yeah.
But like when you invest in a gaming PC, on average, how much do you like? I mean, I'm asking, like, how much on average do
$2,000
you
to
spend?
$3,000 if you want a good machine.
Okay, and then
Not
what?
the best machine,
But a good
but a
one.
great one.
Okay.
Plays everything.
With all of the accessories attached.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then my question is, how much time do you split between using it for its game functionality and its like everyday functionality? Like, what's if you had to pick a percentage?
For me, probably 30%.
30%,
30% games.
30% gaming.
70% everything else.
Okay, so 30%.
Probably less. Probably actually 15% games.
Okay. Do you think that's the average percentage of a PC gamer?
No.
Okay.
I would say most PC gamers
But
just use it as a
My
gaming-
PC is 10 years old.
Yeah.
11 years old.
So like when I think about it from that perspective of like, okay, it's explicitly for gaming, and again, it's a computer. I realize that.
Yes.
Like that's not lost on me.
It does more than game, yeah.
Right.
But when I think about it from a percentage of like value of games to life ratio of
Oh,
what
sure.
you use a
Yeah.
PC for, like that price point doesn't scare me. It's on par with a PS5. PS5 Pro is $750.
Yeah.
Xbox Series X is still $450.
It's up there still.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
But again, if you're buying these name brand consoles, I mean, you can expect to get 10 to 12 years out of them, right? Like that's kind of what
there's
it
that,
is.
right?
Just like I guess with a good PC.
Right.
Right.
But then you have like we spent $500 on a Steam Deck. It will be obsolete in 4 to 5 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Like there's no way it'll run anything
No.
in 4 to 5 years.
Right.
No.
Outside of like the stuff we've already had, which
Right.
is fine because
Which is
it'll
okay.
get its purpose. But by then we'll have Switch 2s, and then I'm sure they'll have other proprietary. Like Sony's definitely working on a handheld right now.
Man, I was a big PSP fan.
Yeah.
I loved the PS.
I liked
I
the
didn't have
PSP
one, but
too.
man, my
Yeah.
friends
I
who
would
did, I
kill
thought they
for
were so
another
cool.
PS.
Yeah.
Like the ones that had the discs in them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I had one of those in college. I thought that shit was so cool.
Yeah.
I wanted
I would
one
kill
so
for
bad.
Yeah.
I thought I would be the coolest kid on the block if I had.
But yeah,
Actually,
I
more
saw.
in the
I was
cornfield,
too poor.
'cause
I
grew up
saw
in
on
Minnesota.
I saw someone talking about stuff on the Twitter where PlayStation, because I don't go on there. No.
We
but-
know because it's called the X now.
Right? Yeah.
I also still don't go on there.
Yeah. It's fucking Twitter. But no, I saw on there somewhere like where Sony was actually sending out a bunch of surveys
Mhm.
to their customers that had so many hours or whatever into playing games or whatever. Basically, like trying to figure out what their
Wait, let me check.
trying to see what their interest in like the Switch was, like what would draw
Oh.
them to the Switch. Like they're like, well, what's the most important features that it has that you would make you want to play that,
Yeah.
or
Is it
whatever.
mobility?
It's because they're looking at making their own. They gotta be,
gotta.
because everybody's doing it. I know Xbox is working with it because they're trying to get Steam integrated with all their shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So like they got a foot in the door there already too.
Well, aren't there this sounds condescending, but I don't mean it that way. Like knockoff Steam Decks too that are like Asus something. Whatever,
but
and they come
so they're
with
not
Game
knockoff
Pass.
Steam decks. They're handheld PCs.
Okay.
So, but yes, they can, like, some of them can run. I think the Lenovo can run Steam OS natively, so like
Okay.
it can actually run it because it's actually being packaged with it. But I think like I think you can do it on like the Asus ROG and like all
The
or
ROG,
the
that's what I
ROG
was
ROG
thinking of.
Ally,
Yeah.
and then the Asus one has one too. But yeah, I think you can do that kind of stuff with it. But most of those people just use Windows 11 on those things.
Yeah.
So, Rachel, are you then in agreement with the fact that like the $500 price point is not too much?
I'm with you.
Yeah.
But I think so. It's gonna hurt more though because everyone's gonna be buying it as a package. So it's not gonna be 500. It's gonna be 550.
Yeah.
packaged or something
Sure.
with a game and all that
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
stuff.
Sure.
So. I don't know. And then with tax, you're like closing in on $600. You're like, holy shit, I'm buying a
Yeah.
$600 Nintendo.
Yeah.
But I mean,
But that's the
it
same
is-
story whenever you buy a console.
Yeah, I mean, we're in the nature of that, and economic turmoil and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean,
the shit is wild right now.
it's absolutely wild. Like, and I mean, if I don't like it, and I don't like that this is. I don't want to do it. I don't like it. I don't like that this is the space we're in, right?
Yeah.
And like that this is the time we're like this.
Yeah.
This timeline is not my favorite. Right? But
Where
like,
are our
especially 'cause-
goatees? We are in the darkest time.
Especially because gaming is a thing that we don't need, right?
right?
So like,
I know
we do need it though,
Yeah.
but we don't. Like, it's one of those things that immediately gets pushed away when you don't have the money to do so, right?
Yeah, right.
Well, normal people would push it away. Anyways,
But the mentally ill ones like me.
Things will go unpaid.
No.
honey, we're gonna not pay the gas bill this month because I gotta finish Dreamlight.
You've got blankets. You'll
Send
be
me, I
fine.
was gonna say, send me with a
Right.
blanket.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
We're only doing ramen this pay. I hate to be that guy. Only ramen. Back to college.
Back to college days. Oh my god, just a pallet of ramen in the
Oh,
fucking.
Jesus.
And it costs
Just like
$6.
the
So
leaning
much
tower of
sodium.
ramen. Yeah.
So much sodium.
So then, speaking of price points, like the new Super Mario Kart
Mhm.
World
Mhm.
was launched. They were saying it's going to be $80.
$80,
Right? Unless you purchase it with the Switch,
too.
then it's
Yeah.
50,
And
right?
that's
Right, yeah.
essentially
And the
$30
whole bundle
off.
was going to be $500 off,
Yeah.
$499.
Yeah.
How do we feel about that price point?
I agree as well.
Well,
So, because here's my thing. Xbox One games and PS4 games when they came, they were about $59.99.
Yeah.
Xbox Series S and PS5 came out $69.99.
Yep.
Yeah.
Switch 2, which I would say would start this next generation of
Yeah.
consoles,
Mhm.
the $10 price hike is in theme. You know
It
what
is.
I mean?
But it's a $20 price hike, right?
It's
Were they
I guess
it's a-
$69.99
So
for
if
Switch
you,
games? I thought they were
so
$59.99. I don't know. Maybe.
I
the
don't know.
most expensive Switch game, I believe,
Tears.
Tears.
is
Yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom, and I can't remember if it's 60
It was
or
69.
70.
it was $69.99.
Was
because,
it set?
Yeah,
okay.
because then the new one you can upgrade for 10, which would put it at that $80 mark.
And if
Right.
you have Nintendo online, it's free.
Okay.
Oh.
To upgrade the. So
Yeah, if you're paying for the service.
yeah, if you pay for the Nintendo online service,
Gotcha.
Did they announce any changes to that price? Because Nintendo Online is dirt cheap.
it's very cheap, and not to my knowledge.
And I did see that you are allowed to have it for free, I think, for a period of time too. They said that they were letting people use.
Yeah, when I think the like the chat and everything that's
Yeah.
going to be, I don't know. Now I could see a potential price modification because
They are
currently
adding stuff
Nintendo
to
has a system wherein you have an app and you can do chat. In fact, that's
Right,
actually
yeah.
how I started hanging out with Katie and Drew.
Oh,
nice. Nice.
So we played Animal Crossing together during
Awesome.
COVID.
That's fine.
And we all chatted on the little Nintendo app together.
Nice.
I lost my train of thought. Point is that the chat piece, right,
Yeah.
that could be integrated into this
Yeah.
with the new mic and blah blah blah, and
Very
maybe there'll be
Discord.
extra. Discord.
It's
Right?
very
It's
Discord.
But it's
That's okay.
which is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm mad at all.
I'm not mad about it.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool.
I think it's neat.
So, I mean,
I'm
that-
excited for it.
That was always the worst part about playing Nintendo for me, like with other people,
Mhm.
because like most people, I mean, that's the beauty of having PC gaming, because my Discord is just on my second screen.
100%.
You know, it's already connected to the audio. I have my game audio and my voice. Like, I can hear everything and speak, and it makes it easier. But then when you go into a console and you're like, shit, well, do I have to use Xbox chat, or are we going with your Discord, or are we, TeamSpeak? Like, what are we doing? Right.
But now Xbox
Sony,
integrated
it's a
Discord
party.
into it too.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
It makes sense though.
Yeah, it's smart.
But yeah, so that'll be really nice.
And maybe Nintendo, if they do a price hike, I could also potentially see like one extra service featured in the Nintendo online subscription. But they already give you access to all of the library of like these classic games, which GameCube is now
I
coming.
think they pay for it. When they said GameCube,
Bro,
When they
I was
showed
there.
me Wind Waker, I almost threw up and died.
Same feeling. Pokemon Coliseum is what got me.
Oh,
okay,
shit.
Okay.
Super Monkey Ball.
Oh,
I
You
love-
forgot
I
me, bro.
love Super Monkey
Super
Ball.
Monkey Ball.
Dog, when they came out with Banana Blitz on
Yeah.
Xbox, and it doesn't have bowling in it,
Oh,
I'm
shit.
like, why is this here?
Oh, yeah, get this off of my machine.
I used to love to do the flying Super Monkey
Oh
Ball.
my gosh, that was
yeah.
the best one.
It's so
You
You
fun.
have the
Yeah.
magnet or like the lead ball, whatever,
Yeah.
it just like
man.
stuck.
Yeah. Boom! I'm on the target, baby.
That game was so.
Yeah.
I love Super
I love
Dog.
Super
There you
Bowl.
go.
Yeah.
There you
Throw
go.
back.
Yeah.
I did see their new GameCube controllers or whatever.
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
making, which look dope.
I'm super excited for that because I have them for the Switch currently, but I only use them for Smash Bros.
Smash Bros.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Honestly, I think that a lot of the like turmoil surrounded with the Switch release is less about the price point of the Switch and the price point of the games and stuff, and more about like people freaking out about the tariffs that have just.
Oh,
It
yeah.
feels like projection.
Well, yeah,
It's
'cause
projection for sure.
That's
And-
more expensive, and I'm getting more broke.
right.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
That's
like-
the problem.
Which is, I understand.
yeah.
I want to make it very clear that like my intent is not to politicize this comment. It is just a fact.
Yeah.
This is the administration that we're in.
Yes.
And this is the choices. These are the choices they've made, and
Yeah.
these are the repercussions. Like that is what it is. And so Nintendo's timing, I've seen some arguments like, well, if they knew it was coming, why did they open their mouths?
Right.
Well, they maybe they had an idea of projected of what it would be, and
Right.
now it's different. We don't know, right? Like when I read that article from IGN that was really hard to read.
Yes.
I know it was all over the map, but the
It
content was so good that I was like,
I
guys,
read
you
it.
gotta look at
It
it.
was good.
I thought like the fact that economists are like, yeah, so we don't know.
Oh, that was the
Right,
wildest
yeah.
part to me. Half of them are like, yeah, the price is going to go up. No, the price is going to go down. The price will stay the same. It's like,
right.
shit.
Which to that end, sidebar.
Nah, nobody said it was going to go down. Let me take that back.
No, I don't think they said that. But which
That's impossible.
so on one of my TVs, it comes like free with this Canadian news channel,
Oh, okay.
and it'll be the default channel, and they're just kind of like Canadian economists are just like, we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know, guys. We don't know. We're trying to figure it out. Like, I mean, and I say that
It
again,
go right.
not to be political. I say that again because this is just like everybody's just trying to figure it out, right? Like everybody's like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Question mark.
I think it's just a wait and see and not overreact type of deal.
Yeah.
For sure.
And that's kind of the role that I'm taking.
Well, I mean, was it? I know Nintendo diversified it a lot after the pandemic, right? So they moved a lot of their manufacturing plants and stuff around kind of the world and whatever to make things kind of easier to get in and out of places.
Yeah.
But is their main hardware? Was it from Vietnam? There was.
Is it Taiwan?
I thought it was Vietnam.
It might be Vietnam. I'm thinking of Steam.
Okay.
Steam
okay.
Deck and
Gotcha.
Steam Deck. A lot of that is Taiwan.
Okay. But I think it was Vietnam, but then like they had massive tariffs
Yeah.
that are being placed on Vietnam. So it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And I do think that the digital portion will have less of a fallout, right? I do think that they'll be able to potentially, like if we still want physical copies, which I'm a collector of things. I have been since I was this big.
Yep.
And I like to have the stupid cartridge because I'm
So
a
do I.
fucking Neanderthal. I don't know. Like
You can't trade in a digital copy.
Yeah, I do like
it.
having a physical copy
Yeah.
of games. I bought the fucking PS5 disc edition just because I was like, nope, I like to have my games on
Yeah.
display like
Yes.
a child.
Yes. This is
And
my favorite.
It's
I-
nostalgic.
it is.
Yeah.
There's
Something
something
like-
about pulling it off the shelf.
Welcome to
that
my
you-
lair. Look at my collection.
Right. Thinking you're gonna break it as you take it out of the,
Yeah.
the case. Why is this one so tight?
I wonder if even if this. I just heard it.
the three fucking guys at the table like, what? Yeah.
What did he say,
Man.
We've devolved.
I think
Yeah, we have.
I was sitting here during Pokemon. One of the kids said like, or some of the kids said like unit or something. I'm like unit.
He's talking about a weed.
In the PPR.
So let's talk about the positives.
Yeah.
Yes.
Super Mario Kart World.
Looks fucking.
It looks sick.
It looks great.
I love
into
the
it.
open world concept of it, and from what I read in that article, they were like, some people were like, there's nothing to see, right? And others were like, the game creator was like, just like, there's
Yeah.
a ton.
Oh,
to
just
see.
wait.
Just wait. It's completely open world, like it's the first of its kind, and then you can play with your friends, and you guys can all go explore the same areas
That's
together.
Which is
Yeah.
super cool.
Yeah,
That is very
it's
cool.
it's awesome.
And then having that again, like that Discord function or whatever,
Mhm.
and being able to pull that up and
Yeah.
then seeing where that, like, they're like, I'm over by the whatever, I don't know what that's at, and they're like, look at, and then you like pull it up, it's like,
Pull
oh
it
yeah,
up.
you're right there. I'm like, okay, I'll be there in a second.
Yeah.
Like that's cool.
That's gonna
Yeah.
be so
I thought that was super cool.
I'm sure that stuff exists in other consoles. That
not to that extent.
Oh, so
like
on
PC.
on the PS5?
Can you do that?
Oh yeah. On the
Nice.
PS5, it's
Oh.
super cool. So I play I play some
That's
FromSoft
my
stuff,
kind of
which is hard. And
Spicy.
my friend Ari always is like, I'll be your tour guide and help you kill really big things that you're not ready for.
Yes.
I'll be like, Ari, I'm lost,
Yeah.
and they'll be like,
Cool, welcome.
share your screen.
Right, yeah.
And then,
Go
and
do
literally,
this.
they have a mouse that they can drag over and be
Oh
like,
my gosh,
"You need
that's
to go
wild.
over here," and I'll be like,
Dude,
"Oh,
that's
okay,
so
cool."
That's cool.
And
It's
then
just
they
got the
can-
take control of
Yes,
your thing.
it's like IT is remoted into
Ari-
my
Ari's the man in the
abysmal
chair.
gameplay of Elden Ring.
Drew wishes.
That's awesome.
Ari's the man in the van.
Yes. Man in the van. It's scary in
At least
there.
Ari plays the game.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I did want to bring up before we left the before we left the cost of stuff.
Yeah,
But like Nintendo, like I was reading some of the articles or whatever, and Nintendo always like they're still in that value based pricing,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So like, I mean, I get it. Like I get that viewpoint where like if there's a game like fucking Bluey and it takes fucking 4 hours to
Right.
beat the entire game.
Right.
If
Okay,
it's
if that one's $30 or $25, cool.
Right.
Like, but then you're trying to compare. Okay, well if you pay $25 for a game that takes 4 hours to beat, and then you get into something that takes 110 hours to beat, and it costs only double that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
I
get
get it.
No,
But like it's still
It's hard. It is hard to quantify.
yeah.
And I think that's going to be a problem with video games in general.
And when I think about it too, from the perspective like of, and I can't solely take credit for this, but Jake and I very briefly talked about like, you have no idea at the end of the day, and I'm not in the space, so
Yeah.
I can't comment on it like from that perspective of creating and designing a video game and all of the value in teams.
Right.
But when I think about it from managing a project, right,
Mhm.
like, which is what I did for a long time.
Yeah.
Like when I think about how many salaries it takes
Yep.
and
Yeah.
teams it takes to pull in and go
And years it takes.
and
Yeah.
in years it
Yeah.
takes
Yeah.
to fill, and then I go, that costs you. Now, admittedly, it goes to the masses.
Right.
I
Yeah.
understand that, but as a consumer, and I think about $80 for how many teams and how many years,
Yeah.
literal years,
And
Yeah.
for like
How many
for
redo,
a franchise
testing.
for a franchise that's had so many games and they've all been raced around the track,
Mhm.
right? Now it's completely different, right?
Yeah.
Completely
I
Completely
have
different.
to
This feels like a next evolution.
Yeah,
It does.
Like this
sure.
feels like the game will be playing for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think that's the
That's the
goal.
point.
That's the
yeah.
goal.
I think that's
They've
the
been
goal.
working on it for the
And
last
that's-
10 years.
To Nintendo's credit, they do that.
yeah.
You know what
They
I mean?
do.
Well, because it would be worse if they were trying to release one every couple of years.
100%.
Like, that would be so bad.
for sure.
And the
And I-
quality would be that we would know, right?
Yeah,
Like you
yeah.
would feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you kind of see those with like Xbox and PS5 games. There's just some things you could tell they didn't try that hard. They were just trying to pump something out.
Sure.
And that's coming from me as a 2K player. I've experienced that. It's just shit.
Or because they were being rushed by
management, being forced to push one out.
Right.
You're talking to a Legend of Zelda since A1 since day one. I mean, my God, there have been some games that are just, what the fuck? What'd you do? Why'd you do that?
Why'd you do that to me?
Why'd you do that to me? I think about Skyward Sword all the time on the Wii with the fucking sword.
Oh, there were so many Wii games.
God damn it. What a flawless motion controls. And you're just
Wingardium
holding it.
Leviosa.
And you're holding it still and the sword's like,
While Nintendo had bangers, there's a lot of shit in their bucket too.
yeah, I mean, and I think that's part of it, right?
Yeah.
Like,
But I would say if we are going in with the intention, our main things are evolutions.
Right.
When a couple weeks ago we were talking about Zelda, whatever the next Zelda game is gonna be either a fucking triumph in game making or ass, and I'm leaning towards triumph every time.
Yeah. What was the other one that they were releasing? The Hyrule
Warriors is
Hyrule
coming
Warriors.
out. Have you guys ever played?
I haven't.
Is it kind of like what's that
RPG,
game?
right?
It's okay.
Oh, the letter code.
You're on a battlefield and you can play as
Dynasty
multiple-
Warriors.
You can play multiple characters, maybe
See the final thing.
hundreds of bokoblins.
Yeah, that's what it's like.
Are
Just
swarming
hordes.
you.
Yeah.
Hordes. And
Yeah.
you have the most fucking juiced powers.
Right,
and
yeah.
you're just slaughtering these enemies. And there's skill trees. And it is more RPG-ish in that, like, you go to the blacksmith and you want to improve your... it's... Breath of the Wild was an RPG in, like, the exploration, open world, blah, blah,
Right.
in that regard. This is, like, you need stations that you unlock, and here's the solidified map, and you pay this amount by going back to the same arena and slaughtering the bokoblins again.
Gotcha.
And then you get this. It's so fucking cool. It's such a cool
say
take.
bokoblins one more time?
Bokoblins!
Are they chickens?
Chicken goblins.
Well,
Chicken
no,
goblins.
pig chickens.
Okay. Okay. You sure they're not oink
Bacon.
goblins?
One goblin.
Oh,
Huh?
bacon.
Bacon. Bokoblin.
Oh, God, I'm slow.
I literally would have never figured that
I am
out,
the
so
oldest
you're not.
person at this table. Today.
Hyrule Warriors.
Drew, don't
It
listen
looks
to this
cool.
one.
I love.
Yeah, just
let this
no,
one
but
slide.
that what I
Skip
what
to
I,
the end.
it's
Say
not
something nice.
when I was watching the previews for it because I had never seen because they had others of these, right?
So there's Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah.
They've had one.
One other one.
Yes.
Okay. But when I was watching the gameplay or whatever, it reminded me. I think it was called Dynasty Warriors, which was like that one where
That's
you
not
like there's
familiar.
just hordes of enemies and you're just like chopping through all of this
Yes.
stuff. Yeah.
It's very
that's what it
that.
looked like.
And it tells Hyrule Warriors tells an alternate story, and that's why I also enjoy it. So it's alt lore.
Oh.
If you're into Zelda lore, which I have been trying to dissect,
You're sort of into.
just a little,
Oh.
A wee bit.
tiny. I have all of the fucking
wee bit.
stupid books.
All the books.
Oh, look at books.
All the books.
And it's really neat because Hyrule Warriors tells the story of what if the divine beasts. Have you guys played Breath of the Wild?
Nope.
All of you?
I haven't finished it for sure.
It's not spoiling and saying the divine beasts failed. Like,
Gamers, are we?
if you so this timeline is Zelda figured it out and the divine beasts won.
Okay.
And
Gotcha.
it is the battle leading up to Ganon's demise.
Oh, nice.
That's
Cool.
fucking cool, yeah.
It is
That is pretty neat.
fucking cool. I love it so much.
I like that it's not tied
When I
to
saw-
the actual
you see my
story.
smile?
The glitter in her eye.
I know, right?
That was
This is
wild.
why I was so jacked after
I
the
wanna
I've only
murder
seen her
the
this happy
goblins.
one time, and it's when she's talking about Dreamlight.
Right, yeah.
not my wife.
Not your wife.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Definitely not. Dreamlight Valley.
Honey, do you dream about me when you sleep? No, it's slashing the goblins.
Slashing
The other
the
day I
goblins.
asked her, "Do you
Talking
have a
to
dream
Goofy.
you're a
Talking to
Viking?" She was
Goofy.
like, "No."
Oh.
I was like, "Happens to me all the time."
Yeah.
That's why I was so fucking excited after the Switch too, is that all of these things that are like spaces for me after the
Yeah.
announcement, I was like, new Hyrule Warriors, Zelda upgrades, 4K on the dock. Oh my God, new like, and I level with the reality that not everybody is going to be in a place where they can buy it right now.
Sure.
And that is, that is okay.
It's going to be around for 10 to 14 years.
It's going to be around a long time. And I'm not, and this is not meant to sound insensitive, but there is a time and place always for making big purchases.
Yeah.
And if you can't swing it right now, that sucks. I think I'm going to be able to, but I could be dead ass wrong.
I'm going to sell my Switch for it.
Well, because
I'm thinking about what I can sell.
All
my Pokemon
like
cards.
you said, there's a time and a place. No. You think they're not going to come out with a Switch 2 Lite?
Come on.
No, yeah. An alternative alternative limited edition colors was what I was going for there. Hi, brain. I know you're going 10 times faster than my mouth. Let's chill out. But yeah, they're definitely not going to stick to the single color matte black.
Right.
Whatever.
There's time. This is going to be around for a long
It's
time.
gonna be around for, and that doesn't make it feel any less bad. I don't want to diminish that reality.
Yeah.
I remember finding out that the PlayStation was coming out, and my grandparents were like, "Rachel, we
Just
can't do it."
Yeah, that's how. It
And
was
my
with
mom
the
was
Wii
poor,
at my house.
Yeah.
and my dad was poor.
Got
Like
that
you know,
Wii in the house.
Yeah, the Wii was.
Wii in the house.
I didn't have a Wii until I fucking graduated from college.
I bought 3 Wiis.
Okay,
No wonder
that's
they
an
were all
interesting
full of
flex.
I bought 3 Wiis. I never played any of them. I just ended up taking them back or trading them in. It was really weird. It was like you when you were like, or when Drew was like, "Hey, you should play this game." Okay, I'll buy it, or like the Switch or whatever. Like I was like, "Oh yeah, well yeah, that looks great," or whatever, and I just like bought it because it was available, and it was back when they were like $199 or some shit.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then I was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna play that."
Yeah.
And then something would come out a year and a half later. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna play that."
No.
No, it's painful to not be part of that.
You didn't get to
play the
Zelda
consumerism,
game.
but
Yeah, sure.
Our Wii saw hella play Christmas morning.
Yeah.
That was it.
That was it.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. I played Wii bowling until I was like 28.
How old are you?
Like 34.
Oh.
So we talked
We
about the
had this
chat.
already.
Did we talk about the camera yet?
oh, the camera!
No, that's interesting.
I want the mushroom camera so bad.
How do we feel about
The mushroom camera?
There's they did.
They have like a
they're
limited
doing
edition.
it.
A limited edition
It's not-
mushroom
I'm
camera.
sorry, it's not mushroom. It's
Oh.
why can't I think of the bitey?
Piranha.
Piranha plant.
Piranha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
piranha.
Oh, okay. I did see that.
Yeah, piranha plant.
I was like, I didn't see a mushroom camera.
It is what it is.
I mean, it's not
nothing.
super high quality. It reminds me of the Xbox Connect stuff,
Right.
Yeah.
right? And which was a total and utter failure.
That's kind of the direction I think
Yeah.
this is headed.
But
I just think it's going to be just another unimportant part.
I don't think. Again, I think they're trying to bring the functionality of that PC,
Yeah.
right? Like, so like we already have that, so we're sitting at Discord, and if we want to get on screen so everybody can see each other's faces while we're picking our noses or,
You've all got a webcam
smoking
and
something or
shit.
whatever. It's we can see. Yeah, so like I think that's what they're bringing in. I really don't see the functionality of like incorporating it into the games.
Yeah.
Like into like the Mario Party games. I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
Like I
yeah.
like the faces and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's cool. But like the making you move to, I'm like, nah, dude.
Yeah, I don't think that's
outside of
gonna-
like kids with like Just Dance or some shit. I'm like, yeah, the rest of it, get it out of here.
I
Yeah.
feel like I will do it. I don't know if I'll love it. Like I don't know if you guys remember the Mario Party with the mic where you used to have to tell, like you would command for different mini games.
Oh, that's coming back.
And I feel like that is what's
Yeah.
coming back. And I liked that. That was my favorite
Okay.
Mario Party. So I'm probably gonna be one of the odd people out
So
who's like
12
oh, fuck
o'clock
it,
at
well,
night.
I'm not-
Ah!
Right.
Yeah. Fly! Fly!
Well, they also we got to look at the
Oh, man,
mouse.
that looks
The
so
mouse.
cool.
Oh, that looks cool.
And I'm gonna be on the opposite side of that actually, where I'm like,
You're crazy. It's
I
gonna be
think
awesome.
I think that the Mario Party function of it, I'm not gonna be a fan of that.
Everybody
no.
I've seen, everybody I've seen it talking about the mouse functionality in the Mario Party games are like, dude,
This is
fucking
awesome.
amazing.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
See,
Because
I'm
it's
on the
so
other side of
intuitive
it.
with the how to use a
If
mouse.
it works extremely well, yes. The thing I like about Mario Party is like it's just you and the controller. You could be anywhere.
Sure.
But now, like, do you have to have the table in front of you?
Your
Do you
thigh.
have to can you use your thigh?
It really doesn't need to move that far. So
Okay.
yeah, it's not like you're scrolling across the screen. You're like literally. Like the one that had like the emails or whatever, where you're like you're basically dragging and dropping. You're just like dropping them into the trash or
Yeah, I
whatever.
would
But it
think
looks
that,
so
like-
frenetic and fun.
The mouse function for me, I'm not.
Frenetic and fun.
I don't think I'm gonna like it in Mario Party.
It's gonna be dope.
Metroid.
These people are crazy.
That shit is gonna smack.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Well, any first-person shooter is gonna smack
Yeah.
with
Okay.
a mouse
With a mouse.
functionality.
For a first-person shooter, we probably only go get Metroid for the Switch. TBH.
Yeah. I mean, Call of Duty's supposed to come. Anyways, the yeah. It's cool. I mean, but it was neat because I didn't realize that you could still use like the buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't even thinking about that. I'm
I
like, oh,
wasn't
yeah, you
either.
totally could because it's right there on the side,
Right.
So it looked good. So that looks fun. You don't want to play the wheelchair one, the Dragon
The
Drive,
what?
Dragon Drive.
I did see
Oh,
that. The
yeah.
basketball.
Oh,
Yeah, it was, it was like D&D. It was like whatever. It was what it was
Yeah.
called. Again, it looks fun, but that looks like one of those like gimmicky games.
Yeah.
I do wonder how that will be received
I would thought the same thing.
within the.
I mean,
Not
they
gonna
have
be great.
they have
'Cause I
like,
get
they have
it.
wheelchair basketball players doing like flips and shit and dunking the ball.
I mean,
It's a little rough.
the Paralympics go hard.
Could you have done this? Like, is it an inclusion thing to have handy? Like, that's fine. Like,
Yeah, sure.
that's fine. But like, as soon as you make them ramping off shit, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Like extreme,
I don't,
extreme
as somebody
wheelchair
who is
basketball.
not in a wheelchair, I can't comment.
say. Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I feel like if it were me, I would maybe be like, did we need to do that?
did we
I
have
don't
to go
know.
there?
Yeah.
I would have been like 2K like right there.
Right.
Right? Yeah.
If you want basketball,
I know, but they were
Bring
trying to
back
show
NBA
off. They were
Street.
trying to show off the mouse function because
Yeah.
it's the dual mouse functionality, which nothing has ever
Or
had.
backyard
Which is very
basketball.
neat.
I have wanted. So backyard sports are back.
Backyard sports,
Are
They
baby.
put them back on PC.
Oh
Are they?
shit!
They're
I
on fucking
remember that
Steam,
stuff,
dog.
dude.
Wait, what was the?
Pablo Sanchez.
Pablo Sanchez.
Oh my god!
He was the shit.
Of course,
was good
Pablo
at every
Sanchez
sport.
was the shit. Get out of here!
It was definitely something to it, but he was good at every
For a
sport.
guy named Pablo to be good at basketball is actually
okay. Oh, I thought we were talking about backyard sports baseball. My bad.
Well, he was in every sport.
he was the best at it.
In
And he was
every
the best.
sport.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. It was just awesome.
Sorry, I got lost trying to remember a video game
Except
that
for
I loved when
my
I was a
creative
kid.
player.
What the fuck?
I just left. I just left. I'm sorry.
Are
I'm
you back?
I'm back.
Did you find it?
No, I can't
No,
find
damn,
it.
it's gone. Oh shit!
It's a GameCube game. I gotta figure.
Okay.
I'm filling in for Drew on
Let's
this.
cook some stuff up. Work with us, big dog.
Okay, basketball game. Basketball game.
Yeah,
It was very like it was. I think it was just called Street.
it was NBA Street.
NBA
it was
Street.
first for probably NBA Street.
Okay.
Were there a dude with an afro that was
Yeah.
very tall?
Oh yeah, dude, I love that game.
That game
And
was
the dude,
fucking
all
great.
The, all the
Okay.
tricks and shit.
Yeah, the trick
Oh,
shots.
Was that
There's
around- that was
NBA
like-
Street and NFL
Okay,
Street
okay.
and NHL Street.
NFL Street was the shit.
They all were great.
Yeah, they
and I
were.
don't know why we stopped making them.
Yes.
I know.
NBA Street was. So I played basketball as a kid. That
Yeah.
was like my primary
That was cool.
sport, and so that was like I'm gonna do that someday.
Yeah. No.
Have you? What's the,
No, you're not.
What's the update?
Oh no, I break my ass. It would be broken. Yeah.
I will say that I enjoyed the Mario, like when we were watching the Mario Kart stuff, and then I watched the Treehouse that they had.
Mm.
It's like Nintendo thing where they sit down with a couple
Oh.
people and they're watching someone play, kind of go over like they went through like the Grand Prix and how you're driving from one track to the next track.
Yeah.
I do like
Which is kind of
that's
cool.
ideas
Which is
though.
something that's what Forza does, right? Forza Horizon. When you're in one of those things,
Yeah,
you
Forza is
leave
just open
and then you
world too,
drive
so,
to
yeah.
the next one and then you race again. It was cool. It looked neat. It was very chaotic. I like the rail grinds. I really like I was watching him do like here comes a train and he's like jumping across to the next rail. So all that's fun. And like rail, wall ride, like all this kind of stuff. It's cool. What do you think about them removing the ability to change the wheels, tires, body frames, whatever, separate? Now
Well, 'cause
you
it's
can
a-
only pick the cars.
I'm not mad at it.
And they have set attributes.
I think that
I think it's better.
I think it's better.
Yeah.
I never
I
really
hated
picked
it
that.
too. I hated it so
Honestly,
much.
I didn't even care to pick the fucking cart. Like,
Yeah.
honestly-
I was cool with just picking the character and the cart comes
got
with
you.
it.
Like back
You
when
know
it
what
was like Mario's card is red.
64.
Yep.
I do like picking the cards.
Yeah, I mean
Because
that's
what's nice about the cards is that you're adjusting your play style. Like
Yeah.
if you're someone that's
For
better
sure.
at high speeds versus you need to like my daughter always needs fastest acceleration.
But that's how it was
yeah,
when you picked
yeah.
the character, though. Like if you picked
Sure,
faster
they were-
acceleration,
they
were
you picked
Yeah,
Bowser, you're
I
knocking
always
people
preferred
off
that
the
it was assigned to the character.
I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah.
I don't like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because then,
Because
I
then
don't
you're
want to
stuck
have. I don't
playing-
want to have to use Rosalina.
Okay, fair.
If Rosalina's the fastest, like that's silly.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm just kidding.
Why? What's your beef with Rosalina?
I was just getting ready to do that. Thank
You know what my beef with Rosalina is?
Yeah. But no, when I was
Star
sticking the
Lunar
fucking
Lady.
when I was picking the rims and the fucking parachute and the fucking
I never
wheels
cared.
and
Yeah.
that was too much.
Yeah,
I'm
it's too much for
this
me.
is ridiculous. Just give me a fast car.
To the
Even
point
my
that-
daughter was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
I would just get so overwhelmed that I would just be
So do
like, I don't know.
XXXX. Okay, we're good to go.
Okay, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And Drew would be like, "Why
I'll still
did you pick
win.
those wheels?" I'm like, "I don't fuck."
I don't
Yeah.
fucking know.
As long as I got Star Road, that's all I care about.
There you go.
Yeah, there you
Rainbow
go.
Road. This motherfucker called it Star Road. God damn it.
Are you shitting me, Tremayne?
There's got to be a Rainbow
The
Road
hood
in
is
it.
up and he's out. Bye.
Y'all lucky,
And-
y'all lucky my froze too big.
Rachel, would you like to take over hosting the show?
Nope, you don't want that.
Well, we found our title.
Oh damn! You know
Alfredo and Star Road.
The double A Star Road.
Double A and Star Road.
Did you open that before we started?
I'm just going.
I'm glad I didn't make any mistakes yet today.
On other news,
On to it. What else?
did
we
have
got?
a passer.
We did
Oh,
have a
man.
passer.
We lost a big bat. Val Kilmer. May he rest in peace.
Iceman.
Doc
Batman.
Holliday.
Doc Holliday.
Holiday.
Yeah.
I think that he was probably my first Batman, actually.
He was my first Batman.
He was-
I went back to watch Keaton, but yeah.
Yeah.
He was not my
I
first.
think Clooney was mine.
Was he?
Yeah.
Was he my first? He might have been.
He was my first.
Not that.
First
Could've been.
Batman.
First
Come on
Batman.
now.
But yeah, rest in peace, Val Kilmer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that really bummed me
Iceman.
out.
I'll be your wingman anytime.
Tombstone is like a
Yeah.
that's a me and my dad movie.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
And he used to look at me when I was little as a joke and be like, "What an ugly thing to say." So that was a big bummer for me. I really I just thought Val Kilmer's, I don't know, his history in film was like these monumental, important characters, and he executed them so well.
Yeah. And he was a good guy,
And he was a good
guy.
guy.
which is hard to find now
Yeah.
with
Especially
actors
in
and
acting,
and
Yeah.
Hollywood and stuff. So
Good man.
It's
Yeah.
a big bummer. That's
Yeah.
a big loss, especially God,
Oh,
when I
wow.
see how young, like, just
65. Yeah.
65.
my mom is 5 years younger than him.
My dad
like
is 2 years.
that, my dad is older than him.
Yeah.
Like that shit just,
Well, because it was pneumonia, though. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, because he had throat cancer.
yeah, he
Yeah,
battled that
had
for
a
a
rough-
long time.
Rough end there.
And-
But he does have like a documentary or something coming out
I think so.
that they were working on.
I
'Cause I know his
saw
son-
one a couple years ago.
Okay,
Actually.
that's what
Okay.
it was.
Um,
Was that the one where his son was like voicing
Yeah.
for him? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
and it was phenomenal. It was
Yeah,
like,
I wanna
it really, really, really emotional and sad because it's like this powerful,
Yeah.
super handsome,
Right.
like
Yeah.
larger than life character that was kind of like reduced to something
Yes.
less than that
Yeah.
Yeah.
because of the disease that he had. So it's always tough. But
That's,
It's rough.
Always
Yeah.
a king, big dog.
Yep.
Always.
yeah.
Now, on another, we thought about an idea. We gonna round table it up.
Shit, I thought that's what we already did.
I thought
I'm
I
out.
have some things. No,
I've got
it's okay.
nothing.
I got some.
Those were all my things.
Why don't we
All
just,
right,
bounce,
wait
why
a
don't we just bounce,
second.
bounce off each
All right,
other?
we're good. We'll figure it out. We'll
We'll
figure it
bounce
out.
off each
We got
other.
it.
I thought that was the round table.
So my thought,
You hate Star Road, we know.
you know, if these weren't delicious, I'll fuck you up.
Okay.
I need a plug for this.
I'm sorry.
This is delicious.
All right. Yeah.
Anywho's,
Anyway,
what do we got?
CinemaCon.
CinemaCon.
Con for movie theater owners, and they usually show a lot of movie preview, a lot
Yeah.
of trailers, et cetera, et cetera. A couple things happened for me.
Where was this at?
Vegas.
Okay.
At Caesar's Palace, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Good
New
salads.
Superman trailer.
New Superman trailer.
Yeah.
Untrained Crypto.
I did not even see it.
Oh, dog.
Is that the one where he's like pounding into him in the
Yeah.
ice? Okay, I saw a little bit of it.
Crypto, we got the Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah, I watched the
Solitude,
10-hour loop of Crypto just jumping on Superman.
He is cracking himself up right now.
That laughing one
Anyways,
I'll let you slide because of the laugh.
This show has just become like a
Roast
podcast and a roast session. All
It's
of
right on
time.
top.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm waiting for
people
mine,
love
'cause
it.
I've
I like the idea
I've not been
that we're
addicted.
getting a kind of established Superman, so to speak.
Yeah.
Because we had this kind of talk, same situation, Batman, same Spider-Man situation.
Just bouncing around.
I'm sick of origin stories.
Yeah.
Man,
It's just-
I swear to God.
See?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to
I'm
interrupt you.
so sick of origin
I'm
stories.
so fucking tired.
Especially,
of it.
the IPs have been established.
Yep.
I know fucking Spider-Man got bit by a spider. I know Batman don't got parents.
He doesn't?
Exactly.
Spoiler,
Brand
dude!
new information.
You
for
see
mine.
my point.
Right, yeah.
I don't need him no more.
Right.
Superman came over as a baby on a spaceship.
Yep.
He don't like
So we
he
talking
don't like
about
kryptonite.
we
That's
talking
all I
about
got.
Crypto's origin story then?
I think it's just Superman doing Superman shit.
Okay,
and
all
I'm
right,
here
all
for
right.
All right.
it. Big one for me. We getting Nobody 2. Everybody ever seen Nobody?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Oh man, that
Wait,
means
who,
I have.
who did that one?
Fuck.
I don't know what it is.
It's by the same makers of John Wick.
Oh, okay.
It's about a guy. It's Bob Odenkirk.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see the face now.
Yep.
Just
I don't know the movie.
just a dude. They bring him back. He got out of some shit.
Okay.
He was that guy on some John Wick type stuff.
Gotcha. All right.
He got out. They brought him back in,
You're gonna have to watch this.
Action just pursued. It's so good.
He's on Peacock.
No, actually. Shockingly enough,
Everything's on Peacock.
shockingly enough, I don't think so.
I will. Yeah, we might have to.
But look, that one. It's a banger,
What's the
dog.
shit?
If you like
Peacock.
action, it's a banger.
Heard something else.
Same makers of John Wick, same cinematography.
Okay.
Banger. Speaking of John Wick, Ballerina, John Wick spinoff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, got
This
some
is
more
the-
information on
That's
that.
the female John Wick. Yeah.
Yep, John Wick is going to be in it,
Oh, okay.
hinting hopefully at a John Wick 5. We don't need
Oh
a
my
John
God.
Wick 5, but
We
I'll
need a
take
John
it.
Wick
I'll
5.
take it every time.
I'll take all.
Yeah, I mean, fine.
Did you see the hint at the new Jordan Peele movie?
Oh, him?
Yes.
Shit, you should
It's
get into that.
gonna fuck my search engine optimization.
Gonna bring
Uh,
it soon.
My
Right?
SEO garbage now.
Yeah.
You fuck with him? You like his movies?
Oh,
I mean,
Yeah, go ahead.
So nobody.
I'm
was
actually
pretty cool.
interested. I'm actually interested.
so
Okay.
I'll give him Nope, the one about the alien,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
because that movie didn't make me. That was the first movie in a long time I felt actual like terror,
Yeah.
because that fucking monkey scared the shit out of me.
I
Yeah.
am uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I was literally sitting there like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give him that,
Okay.
You got no.
and I'll give him Get Out.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fire.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
Get
I was
Out,
gonna say.
I love a good smart horror movie.
I was
Yeah.
so
Because he
scared.
did
I was-
everything
Yeah.
I
right.
was so scared you were gonna say "fuck Get Out," and I was like,
Nah,
oh,
I'll give him,
no,
I'll give
where'd
him
I
Get
go
Out.
wrong?
I'll give him Get Out and Nope.
Yeah,
Okay.
Us is trash.
Us is where he lost me.
Yeah, Us is bad.
Yeah.
Because Us makes no sense to this day. I've
But
rewatched
Us
it
is
multiple
before Nope. Nope is his last one, right? I believe so.
Yes.
Yes.
I think so.
So,
'Cause I
so he
remember I took a
had
chance
you,
on Nope.
and then he lost you,
And
and
he
then
got me
he
back.
got you back.
Okay,
Gotcha.
well, that's a
So
good
I-
trajectory.
So yeah.
I need Us. I need him to explain Us. I don't want any of this artsy wraparound bullshit.
You're right. Yeah.
I need him to sit down in front of a camera and explain to me what the fuck the point of that movie is.
This
That's
is
all
his
I want.
official request.
Right.
That's-
Yes.
Call me. I'm a
Call
big
me.
fan.
Right.
Can't
Yeah.
Peel, that's my shit.
Yeah.
Big fan. I love the way you write.
Yeah.
I just don't understand Us. That's all. What was the original point?
Him.
Oh yeah, him. I'll watch it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay.
You gotta watch it.
I'm
Are you a
watch
big
it.
horror fan?
Oh, I love
Yeah, me
horror.
too.
I used to not be, but my sister got me. My sister is an encyclopedia of horror knowledge.
Yeah, I would say that I'm right there with her. Like every scary
my
movie
sister has been
fucking
watching horror
ever.
movies since she was a kid. And is she crazy? Yes.
Mm.
But she my sister and I love her.
Okay.
And then the biggest one I got, if you know a little Fantastic Four knowledge, got more Fantastic Four news. Another
Okay.
trailer, I believe, where Sue said she was pregnant.
What?
Bringing in the strongest in the Marvel Universe, Franklin Richards. That's my dog. If they bring him in,
Frank.
the shit gonna get real weird real fast.
Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank.
Yeah, that's so disrespectful. But yeah, that's all like CinemaCon.
That's awesome.
Passing big shit.
Yeah, that's
All right.
cool.
Cool.
Love it.
Okay.
Excited for that.
Hell yeah. Me?
I mean, you know.
Okay. You guys got nothing? Okay.
I
Cool.
round tabled everything.
Okay. This kind of brings us back to personal topic,
Okay.
Okay.
which is just something I was thinking about.
Okay.
So
Doing that thinking
I'm
again.
doing that damn thinking again.
Got that cap on.
Anyway, so I have been a really big fan of dystopian anything, like dystopian literature, film.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
Hell of a time for it.
There's a lot of it. Yeah.
Hell of a time for it.
As we approach.
New season of Handmaid's Tale comes out tomorrow.
Oh my god!
shit,
Oh
yeah.
snap!
Does it really?
Yes.
Aaron loves
Oh my
that show.
god. I thought you were talking about
actually,
us.
you're gonna hate me, but I'm actually not a fan of it. But Aaron fucking loves it. So
I've never watched it with my own eyes.
yeah,
let's watch it.
Somebody else
it's
is
a
on
cool
though?
premise, and like I can. It's just not for me.
I think it's a hard watch for me.
It is a
at
hard
this
watch.
point, Yeah.
Yeah. But my overarching point being, I think I just was curious, like, if any of this popped any ideas into anybody else's head. I think that my love for that world began in Gotham, in Batman.
Okay.
Gotham,
Like,
the show.
No.
Okay.
Just like when I was itty bitty
Yeah.
and loved watching Batman.
Right.
Not because it's not completely dystopian.
Yeah, it's not, yeah.
But I think those are kind of like the roots like the little seeds that were planted for me in my brain.
Right.
Because it is definitely a commentary on the world,
sure.
right? And I loved the Watchmen graphic novel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be very specific in that.
The graphic novel. Specifically.
I wanted to love it so much,
Yeah.
and
I mean,
I tried
it was.
to like it.
I
it's
watched
not
it.
good.
It's not good.
It was a good single
like it,
watch.
Yeah,
It was a good single watch.
Single
There you
watch.
go.
I would
watched
watch it again.
multiple times.
yeah, I would watch it.
Yeah. It's not my
Um,
favorite.
It's fine. I mean, I would if somebody was like, "Have you seen The Watchmen?" I'd be like,
Did you watch the show?
yes. I have not watched the show.
Come on now. Gotta
Did I
watch
watch
the
it?
show.
Okay. But I was just thinking about like overarchingly, right? Like these areas of our passion in nerd culture in general. Because you could argue that a lot of dystopian stuff is still considered like in the nerd realm, I would think.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
A lot of video games are dystopian,
Yeah.
you know, like Death Stranding, Zero Dawn, and Forbidden West. These are the first
Last of
ones.
Us.
Last of Us, right?
Yeah.
I mean, any fucking zombie game.
Stardew
Yeah.
Valley.
I mean, I'll give you that.
Dreamlight Valley.
I will.
No, I meant Stardew Valley.
Okay. Well, no, I was saying also Dreamlight
no, like
Valley
Dreamlight is
technically.
is
Dreamlight,
technically
I would-
dystopian.
Yeah.
It is dystopian.
And
I was talking shit.
I was
Makes
just,
a good story.
and so I was just curious, like, if you have ever, like, as you think about the things that you are really into as adults, like, where do you think that maybe some of those origins hit for you? Like, for me, I mean, Batman, I didn't necessarily at the time recognize that that's what that is, right? But that
Yeah.
seed was planted because I started watching Batman cartoons when I was like 6.
Right.
Right? And the next thing I know, I'm, you know, sucking up every comic book I can get a hold of by the time I'm like 16.
Yeah,
That's a little bit of an underestimate. That's like 19, 20. But point is that like, I feel like that was kind of my bigger launching point because I didn't really get too into dystopian stuff like as a genre until I was in my early 20s.
Yeah.
but it's like just ingrained in you.
But it's ingrained in me, right? And I just was curious, like, if you guys had ever, like, when you think about your big picture hobbies, like, what are the little roots? Like, what are the little seeds that are planted?
Let me think about that one. I play a Disney game. Okay, a Disney card game.
I figured you'd have a comment.
I watch nothing but Disney movies. Yeah.
You have Disney tattoo.
Yeah, I have all types of Disney shit going on. So, yeah, I mean, obviously the movies as a kid, but I think it more so stems from why it's so like nostalgic to me and why like I started playing the game and I love the game and the characters and everything, the art in the game and in Lorcana and everything is we would sit around and watch the Disney Channel original movies.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the cartoons and shit as a kid. Like it's every Sunday night, I think it was, the Disney Channel original movie would come out, and I'd watch it with my family and my brothers. And then we'd wake up in the morning, we'd watch the cartoons as well. So yeah. I mean, I think the first movie that I ever saw in theaters, I was 4 years old, and it was Lion King.
Okay.
So
Dang.
yeah.
That's cool.
Also, Josh had cable.
Yep, I did have cable. We were loaded.
Bougie.
When that Time Warner bill came, it was just paid.
Run to the roof, adjust the antenna.
I also think Disney does a really good job of especially in the past maybe like 10 years. It does a really nice job of talking about like, it knows its audience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's, I think, still speaking to our age.
Yeah.
And like
100%.
it's 100% also giving messages to kids who are
Right.
watching them too, right? And so like,
Well, they're taking something different from it.
and
Yeah,
they're,
they're still
100%.
reaching out.
There's a message for everybody.
but then they'll come back to it as an adult because they loved it as a kid, possibly, right?
Sure.
They might come back to it and then go, "Oh, I didn't think of that." Like I saw Toy Story 3 in theaters the summer I was packing up to go to college.
Oh
Yeah.
Jesus God in
Dear
heaven.
Lord.
My mom and I sat next to each other in theaters and cried.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
They definitely know what they're doing. Like,
For sure.
you know, the early like the Renaissance when it was like coming back in the 90s, you know, or late 80s, early 90s when they had like Aladdin, Lion
Yeah.
King, Little Mermaid, Hercules, all those movies dropping.
The Big 12.
Yeah, whatever it is. They were targeting children.
Right.
Sure.
Those movies, like, you watch them as an adult. Now, like, I watch them and I'm still like, oh, this is fucking awesome. But,
Yeah.
I mean, they're not for adults.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
there's
Sure.
but if you watch the Pixar movies now, there's those
Yeah.
underlying messages
Yes.
of...
Or if you watch Bluey, for the love of
Oh,
God.
for the love of God.
Dog.
Mm.
Bluey made me cry the other day. That shit was crazy.
I cry every fucking
You
time.
don't even have kids. What are you watching Bluey for? Okay,
I got a
sorry.
nephew.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
My bad.
He knows young people.
Well, I texted Josh after I watched Big Hero 6 and was like, I
Oh my
cried
God.
8 times.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
In a matter of 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Kids watch Big
Happy
Hero
cry,
6 and
sad cry, happy cry, sad cry.
kids watch that movie and they love Baymax.
Right.
But adults watch that and they're like, yeah.
Oh my
It was a
God.
beautiful story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
For me, I guess my correlation, I would say my superheroes and my shit.
Mhm.
And I would say that all stems from me and my dad watched Blade a lot. This is before I knew Blade was a superhero technically.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then when I found
The
out,
Vampire Slayer.
then when I found out he was a Marvel Knight and
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes essentially saved Marvel and they won't give him any fucking credit for it.
Mm.
If I go deeper into the Marvel rabbit hole, now I'm a fucking superhero dude.
Yeah.
And it all stems back from, if you put a gun to my face right now and play Blade on mute, I can recite Blade word for word.
I mean, luckily he only says 15 words in the movie.
Yeah.
I'm in the movie in
Oh, in general. Okay.
Sir.
Okay, so all
Sir.
cross
Sir.
lines.
Uh-oh.
I got it.
Sir!
I'm sorry.
the whole fucking movie. And then, you know, Blade 2 and 3 happened and
Whatever, they were still fine, dude. I really liked Blade 2, honestly. I enjoyed it a lot. I liked the vampires in that one.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Oh, Tremayne does not.
and the action. But I don't have the ties to Blade like you two. Like I
That's
I started watching Blade when I was old. Like I had never seen it prior.
Yeah.
No.
I saw Blade when I was like 6.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
never.
No.
No.
Oh my God, no. I've never been
Your
allowed.
dad was cool.
My dad was cool as shit.
I
He
still
is
remember
cool. He's
his-
alive, dog.
I mean, you know, when you were 6, he was cool for letting
He's
you watch
cool
that.
now.
Okay.
Okay, he's still cool.
He's still cool as fuck.
he
We got
loses
it.
to bowling.
I believe you.
He beats me in bowling
He beats you in
and
bowling.
steals all my code cards.
For
Dog?
real.
I'm
Okay, cool.
My dad
So,
cool as shit.
Yeah, go ahead, guys.
No, I was just gonna. Blade Trinity fucking sucked, and they made Dracula weird. But that's all. It had Triple H in it, so it tied wrestling to it.
Yeah, it did, and it had Vampire Pomeranians.
Vampire Pomeranians, Triple H,
Jessica Biel.
Well,
Anyways,
Ryan
Well, we know what the highlight was for Ron.
Ryan Reynolds.
Anyway.
nice bulldog.
He looked pretty good.
That's so funny.
I would say, like, if we're talking about my ties, would probably I was always in my ties. I love magic. So
Okay.
like when I was a kid, like magic shows like Penn and Teller, I went to like their shows and some other
that's
magic.
cool.
And my dad and I, we used to watch. He was
Chris
on
Angel, David Blaine.
Fuck those guys.
He said that wholeheartedly.
fucking
Yeah,
chest,
from the
dog.
I
chest.
do not like those people. Anyways,
Fuck those
I
guys.
didn't think that magic was as big of a deal as it is until this moment in my life. But yeah, we used to go to like the shops down in like North Carolina, like the magic shops,
Oh,
like down
cool.
on the boardwalk and shit. And
Yeah.
buy so they would, they were like showing you tricks, and you're like, how'd you do that? And then you buy it, and you're like, this is the fucking stupidest
Yeah,
thing
but
ever.
still,
But yeah,
Yeah.
no one
Um,
who you performed it for could
they
figure
were
it
just
out.
spinning the stick, guys. They were just spinning it. That's why it changed colors.
You heard it here.
They're spinning it. They're just spinning it. And we used to watch this show called like The Masked Magician, where he would reveal,
yeah.
that guy. And anyways, super
His
huge
mask
ties.
scared the shit out
But
of
then
me.
moving into that's why I was always into like stuff that was magic, and I think that's why Harry Potter was such a massive
Yeah,
part
sure.
of my life growing up. And I remember seeing the last movie in the theater and like walking out of that movie like, that's it.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm like,
sad.
fuck.
Yeah.
I'm like, because you grew up with them, so like, and obviously they were a little younger than I was,
Sure.
but not by a lot.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So like it was, I don't even know what year that last one came out, but it was, I don't know. I could drive, so I was definitely,
Yeah.
whatever.
Oldish.
Yeah, but I still remember the feeling walking out of that, being like, I was just so sad that it was over.
Yeah.
Like whatever. I mean, I can always go back to the books because they're better anyways.
Yeah.
But still.
And then they made Fantastic Beasts, and you were even more sad.
That first one was not bad.
The first one was fine.
The beyond that was yikes, boy.
Notice how y'all said fine.
Yeah, it was fine.
It
Yeah,
was
it
fine.
was. Yeah, how are you gonna measure up to the?
Couldn't.
You can't.
Shouldn't have tried.
I mean,
Yeah,
go back to
they're gonna
superheroes
keep trying.
Yeah, they are.
Marvel in the same goddamn book.
Yeah, throwing shit. At
We
the
went
wall.
too high.
Yeah,
Mhm.
touch the sun,
Touch the fucking sun.
the wax,
You can't touch
the
anything
wax.
past the sun.
Icarus.
It's really funny you said that about Harry Potter because I specifically did not read the last book or watch the last two movies
Oh,
because I was not there. I was, and if
You're like, I don't want this
anybody,
to end.
and if anybody said a word about Harry Potter
Dying.
in front of me, what? No.
Oh.
he doesn't die.
Who invited you?
You mean he was murdered by Voldemort in the woods?
I would just like,
Oh, you
I would
still
just
haven't read
leave.
it?
I'd leave the fucking room. I would just be like,
Yeah.
nope. Or
Yeah.
like, I had somebody spoil something for me in the book, and I like,
yeah. They're still in a coma.
yeah, and they're no longer with us. I'm just kidding.
They're still searching for who did it.
No, but like, I didn't read. I graduated from college,
Oh.
and then I was like, all right, it's time.
It's time.
I was
Wow.
I'm an adult.
22 years old.
Yeah.
That book came out when I was like a junior in high school.
Right. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So I was definitely in college.
Yeah. But yeah, so I hear you on that. Like
Yep.
that feeling of, and I didn't know. I genuinely did not know how it ended.
That's good.
I
though.
went that far.
Yeah.
I'm
and
glad that you made it to that, and then you could
That is
experience in the
nice.
book. So those last 100 pages just absolutely fucking wrecked you.
Yeah, no, I was not well. No.
Everybody's dying.
Hands off my daughter, you bitch!
Trying your eyes with the page.
Yeah, with the book. Just
Oh my god! Sidebar: There's a woman on Book Talk or whatever who had read the whole series for her first time or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And she was like going over it, and she's like, I don't get what we're seeing here. And then she was like in the last 100 pages of that book, and then she just started she'd go like, I don't get it. I don't get what they're talking about. And then she just plummeted to like,
Yeah.
what's this? I'm traumatized. It was so funny. Oh my gosh, I loved it though. And then at the end, she was just so happy. But It was so good.
Oh, that's good.
I love that shit.
I love it.
Good shit.
Good shit.
Oh yeah, I did want to bring up too that I watched The Defenders. It's bad, but now I understand Daredevil season 3.
Yeah.
I watched it and everyone's like, aren't you confused about what happens? I'm like, I don't know. I just roll with it, dude.
Listen,
Jessica Jones is terrible.
I've been telling people.
Fucking terrible.
I'll die on that hill, dude. Fuck Jessica Jones.
Anyways, God.
I was a big fan of Luke Cage until they fucked that up too. But like,
You mean when Jessica Jones got involved?
when they got Bushmaster involved, and I'm big fan of Jamaican culture. My dad can speak patois, kind of.
Nice. Kinda.
Very much, kind of.
Bamba.
What? Big fan. When he started talking, brought me joy.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the season happened. Fucking
Damn.
Ouch.
All right. Well, I just wanted to do it so I'd understand it.
Hey, Disney, come close. Don't fuck up Daredevil. For me.
Yeah. So far, so good.
Don't fuck up Daredevil, and going forward, don't fuck up Spider-Man, because they're gonna connect, and they should.
Yeah.
Fuck this up.
You heard.
Don't recast Kingpin. Don't recast Daredevil. I need Vincent D'Onofrio.
Charlie Cox.
I want Tom Holland Spider-Man to interact. I need that interaction. It must happen because y'all haven't established a long-term villain for Spider-Man going forward.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, they did it in the animated series.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's when you see my point.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten
Awesome.
We haven't gotten to Osborn.
Yeah.
And we haven't gotten his long-standing villains. He has none of them. He just involved in big Avengers shit for no reason.
Yeah.
I need
Daredevil's just so fucking cool, dude.
He's so fucking dope.
What a cool fucking superhero.
Oh my god.
Man. Anyways.
All right,
sorry.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, I know.
Bro.
The fuck?
I gotta watch it.
You should have been though.
So it makes it hard.
That's
true. Yeah.
It's my new Tuesday.
I have kids. I work from home.
I don't work.
Like literally, my second screen is just whatever I'm watching, and then I'm working down here. So like, it's just on, and I'm listening, and I'm consuming, kind of working.
I'm
consuming.
connected now. I'll spin
He
back.
didn't say that.
I didn't say it.
You
It
didn't say
says it live. Just, no, whatever.
But all right,
I do
team.
more work than everyone else.
It's been your boy. Him. Fuck, what was my name?
Double A something.
Alfredo sauce.
Alfredo Applebaum.
Alfredo sauce apple bottom.
ASA?
Riding high on Star Road.
Stop.
This is a SydeQuest show about games, people who play them. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow the people. All of us. I'm not going to give their ass out.
Yeah, no. Figure it out for yourself.
Find them. Look deep.
Look, Daddy.
Bye. Blade Trinity was trash. So I didn't want that to go on record.